When we were first introduced to the Student Athlete Center for Success, it wasn't much more than a few computers, a couple desks, and some chairs. Fast forward to now, the center has become the hub for student athlete services and still has further plans for growth.
Since then, we have a whole bunch of decorations throughout the unit, which our student athletes seem to love. We have a silhouette wall, which we like to call it, and the students believe that each person on there represents them, so that's great news. We have 16 computers total, 12 which are housed in our portal operating domain, also known as the pod, which one of our interns came up with over the summertime. And of those 16 computers, 4 of them print for free printing for our student athletes here, which is huge. They come in constantly and it's packed. We now open from 8 to 10 Monday through Thursday, so around 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock at night, you'll see a full house where the students are truly studying and have an environment which they can come to. We have a dolphin lounge where they're allowed to eat. A TV is soon coming to that area that'll project information not only within our department but in other areas across our unit. A Jaxby's wall so we can see all of the award winners of the years past and the years coming. So it's really just a huge investment that our athletic director took on, and you can see the direction and the vision came true. It's huge. It's a completely different unit.
In any place, big universities, even small universities, you want to create a home for the student athletes. You want them to walk in and feel like, you know, there's something there for them. You want to feel welcome, and I think that the decor, you know, gives that sense of welcoming.
This is, you know, the center, since they've added all these additions, is really top of the line. As a student athlete, we had the same thing. It's nice to go into a room that has something to look at. You know, you're in there studying for, 6 to 8 hours a week. You don't want to be just in a blank room like you would be in your dorm room. You know, it gets kind of boring. So in here, having this visual is, I think, really great for the student athletes.
They love it, especially our freshmen who didn't see the center before. They're walking in like this has always been here. Our sophomores, especially the ones that were here last year, are just amazed by it, and they really appreciate the computers. They really appreciate that they could come here and call it home.
I mean, I've heard a very positive response. I think they like coming in here. You know, they like to be able to say hey to their peers, and we like it because we get to see them more. You know, having them come in here versus in the library. You know, they come by our office if they have a question, or right here for them. So that's really helped a lot, and I think that they've really responded to that.
The development of the Dolphin Lounge, and speaking with Dr. Horner actually this week, we found out that we're going to get a little bit more space. So I'm excited to develop the area outside of this perfect center, if you will, but we have the study area, which I feel is complete. In future editions, we want a massive printer, hopefully with a sponsor attached to it, so that would be huge. That way we can do a little bit more work and add increased productivity to the unit. But honestly, the Dolphin Lounge is one thing that needs to continue to develop in terms of, a refrigerator, a microwave, and that 46-inch television, which should be here within the next couple of weeks.
Our future plans is to solidify an area where we can get some of our own tutoring here. It's kind of hard for them to stay here, then go to the library for tutoring. So we want to at least have a section for a few tutors so that they can stay here, go to the tutor, come back in our center, and get some work done.
We had our Student Athlete Advisory Committee retreat here, and they were so excited just to see the transformation that's taken place in this unit over the past year. I mean, you've seen it yourself. We've gone from wallpaper on the walls to a pool table without pool balls to now we have desks, computers, matching chairs, free printing, and like I said before, just an area where they can come and be themselves and people recognize that they are student athletes trying to succeed.